defeat Atchin after if he wants to win this for Viva La Sparky. Azilys, he can etch his name in history as one of the only people to defeat Surgical Goblin in competitive play when money is on the line by, well, just winning a best of 5. How hard can that be?
Not hard at all, right? The $60,000. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm like Stan from South Park. You're just vomiting at the thought of having all of that pressure on me. Surgical Goblin, the last line of defense for Viva La Sparky. Azilys still has a little bit of health, though. If he drops, still send in Atchin.
If I'm Clash with Ash, I'm sitting pretty, because if aliens came down from Mars and said that you had to play a game of Clash Royale for the future of Earth, there's nobody I'd want holding that phone than Surgical Goblin.
Rocket on the right. Azilys playing very aggressively early on. Reliable damage, but can Surge get the punish in here? Not looking likely. Log rolls through the barrel, and it seems that the early attack from Azilys is going to get some value here. Has Surge got a Goblin Gang to back this up with? Yes, he does. Hold on, it's not over just yet.
And this is going to be spell bait against Mini Hog Cycle. Remember, they have to run the same decks. Surgical has a great advantage because he knows all 3 of Azilys' deck, and Azilys has no idea what Surgical Goblin's going to play.
A nice advantage, but it's not decisive by any means. Another Goblin Barrel moving in the left lane. Don't see a log this time. It's bats to take those guys out.
And the log's going to hit that princess. Well played comes out of Azilys.
Relative dead heat here. Both towers at about 1,900 hit points. Surgical Goblin a little bit further ahead in Elixir. It'll be his initiative to make the next move. Knight aggressive right at the bridge. Typically see a Goblin Gang backing them up, but not this time. I wonder why not.
I think he's trying to bait the Mini P.E.K.K.A. out so he can get the Goblin Gang here on defense. Log is out of cycle. It was just played.
With no heavy ground hitting troops, it looks like Azilys is going to try to punish Surgical Goblin's lacking there, but a tornado pulls him onto the King Tower. Surge knew what to expect. There's no Inferno Tower in that log bait deck.
I don't think that was an accident. I think that Knight into the Mini P.E.K.K.A. was on purpose. And there goes the Goblin Barrel a little further back. No log in hand, and the Goblin Barrel gets a ton of damage on Azilys' bottom left tower. But Azilys isn't out of it yet. 1666 on the top right tower. Princess is going to get one shot off and then be cleaved in twain.
Aggressive Princess at the bridge, but the log rolls through, and that Mini P.E.K.K.A. is about to buy a shot into the tower!
Nope! Because the King Tower chips in. Whoa! Teamwork makes the dream work as the King helps out his princesses and keeps the Mini P.E.K.K.A. off the tower.
Absolute denial by Surgical Goblin, and he just looked cool as a cucumber there. Knew exactly what to expect and kept his head level. Right side is going to be a Hog Rider trying to make his way through the tower, but not quite making it there.
This is an incredible game between 2 players playing somewhat similar decks, but this is a matchup as old as time. We are talking about Hog Rider Cycle against Spell Bait. This has been around, I mean, easily over a year in the last, in a year of competitive Clash Royale.
Surgical Goblin just so far ahead right now, though. It's not even a close one at this point. 21 seconds left, and a Goblin Barrel at the right might get this thing into rocket range just about. 554 means Rocket Log will do the trick.
But he logs the other side. I think the good game was the mind game. He said good game expecting Surgical to log Rocket the left, and instead Surgical Goblin held strong, kept the log on there until he knows he can win the game. There's the Rocket, there's the log, and GG. Game 1 goes to Surgical Goblin.
No sense in making a risky play. Wait until overtime when a tower will get you the win.
You hit the Goblin Gang, you kill the Ice Spirit before it jumps, and it just wasn't good enough. What?
How do you feel after that? It's like there's nothing that you could have done better. You just had the wrong deck matchup, or you didn't have the right hand to be able to deal with that. We're in the next game already, though, Remy.
Oh, yes, sir. Wow, they jumped right into it. Absolutely no waiting for these players. Surgical Goblin loves to keep a high-tempo gameplay. He might have just hit the request right away. Let's go, buddy. No rest. Let's go. And
no rest for the weary either. These guys have been fighting for a very long time, but it is the final squad battle of the entire tournament. Viva La Sparky on their last legs, but hey, just like you said, there's no one better than Surgical Goblin than to defend your final crown.
Okay, so we have 3 Musketeers here for Azilys. He already had 1 pump out, getting a 2nd pump. Surgical Goblin playing P.E.K.K.A. Minor, does have tools to beat this deck, but he's going to have to play it very, very well. P.E.K.K.A. comes into the back to help defend. Bandit, Ice Golem, Musketeer on the other side.
That's a scary push. Azilys splitting up his lanes, but it looks like the right side's going to get a little bit more damage in here. Nice freezy Ice Spear from Surge, and that is the defense that we have been looking forward to. Still, no big hit from Azilys, and not much left for Surgical Goblin's side of the field. Looks like the bats will get taken down, and no damage on any of Surge's towers. Got to give credit to him there.
That was insane defense. Like, I've watched 1,000 matches of competitive Clash Royale, and I have no idea how that Bandit survived with more than 50% health.
How does he do it? Clash Royale commentators hate him. Surgical Goblin just knows what to do to keep the damage off tower and get little chip attacks in here and there. Miner poison, his preferred line of attack here. Nice connection out the right side from those minions.
And there goes Bandit down the right side lane. We're about to hit double elixir time right now. 3 Musketeers splitting, 2 Musketeers going on the left side. This would be a very good poison. Oh, and he does walk into it. That is a hugely valuable poison. A lot of a big elixir advantage there for Surgical Goblin. Might even use a log to finish him off, or just might let it happen. We'll see.
Could very well do it. Let's see. It looks like Azilys is not going to add on to that left side push. The tower will take those ladies out. Miner in the back gets the connection onto the elixir collector. No dice for those goblins as 3 or 4 hits from the pump get taken off.
Log takes out the goblins, but the elixir collector survives pretty well. And the Ice Spirit's gonna come on the counterattack here. If I'm looking at, oh my God, I just realized we're 2.5 minutes in the game and Surgical Goblin hasn't taken a point of damage.
Wow.
Who is this guy?
His name is Surgical Goblin. He's probably one of the best players in the world. We shall soon see. Duking out on over the right side. He does take a little bit of damage. Azilys rolls the log through, but he's now down to triple digits.
We got 2 Musketeers going on the other side. That's the poison vulnerable side, but opts not to do it. I haven't seen the P.E.K.K.A. out. I believe it's in cycle. We might see P.E.K.K.A. here at the river on the double Musketeer side.
Nice poison by Surge here, trying to keep these troops off the left side tower, but the Miner is already connected. That's the first point of damage Azilys has gotten all game. Bandit still alive, dashes the left side tower. That's going to be a lot of damage for Azilys. He's turning things around here. Surge is just ignoring that damage. It finally goes down, but the P.E.K.K.A. out the right side might be able to finish things off. Surge for the win with the Miner hit.
He's the last member of Viva La Sparky.
And then they've been able to reverse sweep him.
I don't believe that's the case. The only person I've ever known to sweep Surgical Goblin in a 3-0 best of 5 was Nem Sensei at the Spring European Crown Championship Finals. Other than that, I've watched hours upon hours of Clash Royale. I have never seen Surgical Goblin swept besides that one match.
Azilys starting off on defense. Ice Golem to catch the Spirit over on the right side. Surge has a Goblin gang next for us. Deck's starting to shape up as we see Azilys' Bandit over there. I'm glad that we have no waiting time at all for these decks. I think it's because Surgical Goblin is playing a similar deck as last time. He's got something that kind of looks like log bait here. Maybe a Hog Rider to supplement the win condition of the Goblin Barrel there.
Smart Tornado pulled the Miner away from the Princess, activated the King Tower, and kept the Princess alive, forcing Azilys to zap the Tower and the Princess in order to kill that Princess. Because otherwise, if you let that Princess go, she's just going to keep generating value.
Nice rocket from Surge here. Wipes out the 6 elixir collector. And then, oops, from Azilys. Guess he didn't want to have to soak that damage, but it's going to go in nonetheless. A wow and well played from Surgical Goblin.
So they're sitting here thinking, I wonder if Surge is getting into his head here at the BMs. When you're only 1 match away and you're up 2-0, it doesn't hurt to bully a little bit. It's like when you're the big stack in poker, you know, bully people out.
Exactamundo.
Miner comes in, Knight catches it perfectly, and that Princess is going to survive to fight another day.
Musketeers over on the left side are going to be able to get torn apart, unfortunately, yeah. Looks like they are not going to be able to connect.
The Miner's going to come in, Goblin Barrel lands. It jumps and takes out some of the bats, freezing the tower, getting it down to 20-15.
Left side Bandit dashes in and connects with the Princess, takes her out, and she's going to town on that Knight now. Riding him hard, but he manages to get the win there. Supported by a Goblin gang out back. He is moving in fast, but not getting very far.
Oof. Now, Azilys is very comfortable with 3 Musketeers, but it's so tough to play against a deck like this that A, can rocket your elixir collectors, and B, can play very high-tempo gameplay. Surge never needs to wait to 10 elixir. He always can do something with 3 or 6 elixir to force Azilys to respond, and that's how this deck basically keeps it from building up its main push that it wants to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a Princess out the back right for Surge. Looks like it's going to be a bigger, heavier push from Azilys. Lots of splash damage going on to those ladies, though. Nice tornado pull from Surge.
And what that does is it pulls them all into the same lane and allows Princess plus Log to do the dirty work of finishing off those 3 Musketeers. No, he's going to use Log instead on the other side, clearing the path for Goblin Barrel to do even more. Wow.
Bandit dashes the Princess and gets to the tower as well. Surge has taken a big hit over on the right side.
Oh, the 3 towers and the Ice Spirit take out the Miner. The Princess goes down from the zap again, and here's yet another Log pushing the Bandit back and getting more time for the Goblins.
Yeah.
striking hard in the right lane. Surge hasn't gotten it just yet. Bandit dashes onto the right side and takes out those goblins. Not much to do though. Looks like Surge has been splitting up, no damage. He's gonna go hard in the right. Gets the Goblin Barrel to connect.
No
Nice
damage.
defense there, wow.
These two Musketeers, though, are going to be serious damage here, and he's going in with the bats after. He's got to keep the pressure up. 534 on that tower. Uses Tornado to pull it back, but this Miner alone may be able to finish it off.
Hang on, we've got one more barrel coming on in. This is about to be a win. Surgical Goblin tears the tower down.
And the sweep and the fist pump as Surgical Goblin sweeps one of the best players in the world.